Start spreading the news. New York, New York, I wanna be a part of it. And you can too by watching this video. Many thanks to the images from Toyark, Toy News International, Mephisto and more. So let's talk about New York Toy Fair on TAKTAK Toys With Film. This video is not for kids. Yakety yak, here's TAKTAK. So yeah, obviously this weekend at the time of this video it's New York Toy Fair. And there's a lot of new things that have been shown, particularly on the Saturday. So let's start off with Macbeth from Gargoyles. Here he is in all his glory. Yep, and looking really, really good. And also shown with Macbeth is Gabriel. Both characters from NECA Gargoyles. And they can go really deep into the line, I reckon, with this. They've shown us quite a lot. These aren't available in the UK, just to make you aware. So you can get them from places like Big Bad Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, and then obviously you'll have to pay international shipping. But here's Gabriel in all his glory, and the two characters are shown behind a clock tower sort of diorama. Now, at the time of this video, this was just for New York Toy Fair, this diorama, but you know, we may get something like this, maybe something modular like this, and because it is a popular line, it is selling quite well, I believe. So NECA are going quite deep, so you never know. This clock tower diorama may one day make it into collectors' hands. It's obviously quite a big thing, but we could get stone versions of the gargoyles to sit on top of it. That'd be quite good. You never know, but we'll see. And moving from one type of monster, a gargoyle, to something else, we've got Universal Monsters here, and on show here is Leonardo, the creature from the Black Lagoon, and Werewolf Man Raphael. So NECA are going in a bit further with their Universal Monsters Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles line. So we've seen these before, but they're showing them more in New York Toy Fair, and it's the year of the rabbits, so we're getting a Usagi Yojimbo 4-pack. Now Stan Sakai, his original creation, Usagi Yojimbo, has never really had collector sort of level action figures. I believe we've had ones from Playmates before, which have been kind of, you know, decent, but yeah, NECA are giving us some animated style, almost looking Usagi Yojimbo figures, and these are obviously going to go great with your animated style turtles. So we're doing a bit more world building there. I'm a particular fan of that sort of futuristic looking Usagi Yojimbo with sort of headgear on there. But yeah, something for everyone, Usagi Yojimbo style. And obviously we're getting a look at the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 figures again in their samurai forms in 2 packs here. So you can pick those up if you want. And again, as mentioned, there's Space Usagi and regular Usagi, and one of the Punk Turtles all on display. And here's Casey Jones in his business wear, and as I mentioned, the Punk Turtles. And the NECA Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles van, that was on display. Now, we have seen that before, obviously, at New York Toy Fair, but yeah, that was on display again. So a lot of things that were shown were actually the party wagon, have been shown before, on display again. Yeah, as I mentioned, not doing a script with this video, by the way, just talking off these pictures. And here's some prototypes or sort of test shots from Super 7, talking of turtles. That was Robot Bebop. This is Michelangelo Metalhead and a Triceraton. And we've got Punk Donatello and Sergeant Bananas, or whatever the hell he's called now. I can't remember, Sergeant Bananas, something like that. But that's Punk Donatello. There we go. And yeah, Sergeant Bananas. So from one 90s cartoon being the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to another, we've got the Biker Mice from Mars by Nacelle Company. There's Mondo. We've got Throttle and the other guy. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but yeah, that's Throttle. I had Throttle when I was actually a teenager in the 90s. I won him in a competition. Did you have the original Biker Mice from Mars figures? These do look very authentic. Vinny, there we go. These do look very authentic to the original figures. They look really, really good. They're 7-inch scale, these ones. Again, courtesy of Toyark. Thanks very much for the photos. So this is the one I had, Throttle. But yeah, I think they are making bikes as well. So they look really good. As I say, look really, really decent. Come in great sort of retro style packaging. And they look just like the original toys, but in sort of larger form. They've got nice ab crunch. Didn't see that before actually, so they must have added the ab crunch, but great articulation schemes. And if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe. Let me know if you have Biker Mice from Mars or anything else in your collection initially. And for another sort of 90s nostalgia trip here, we've got Batman and Robin figures from McFarlane Toys. So if you're a fan of this movie, it's not the greatest movie in the world, is it? George Clooney there, and Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy, George Clooney as Batman. We've got some toyetic figures from that film, and they're being shown here. Here's Chris O'Donnell as Robin, and Alicia Silverstone as Batwoman. I was trying to think of what her name was from Clueless. I was a bit clueless there. Alicia Silverstone from Batwoman. And here's, yeah, as I say, yeah, another Batman by McFarlane. Surprise, surprise. But yeah, it does look like these must be selling well, because McFarlane obviously gave us that sort of pack of figures initially, which went all through the ages of the Batman films, and he was giving us Batman and Robin. So something for everyone. There is a Mr. Freeze Arnold Schwarzenegger builder figure. Mr. Freeze likeness looks pretty good. I mean, that's pretty decent likeness. You know, it's not perfect, but it's not bad for Poison Ivy Uma Thurman. Here's the Mr. Freeze likeness. So yeah, a Bane figure would be quite good. A Bane, but then that would be a builder figure, I suppose, or maybe a deluxe figure. But yeah, what sort of other characters from other Batman films would you like to see McFarlane kind of create? I mean, obviously there's the Tim Burton films, he could come up with a few of those, but yeah, he's obviously sort of expanded on the Batman and Robin character roster here, and they don't look too bad. It's just a shame. I'm not a 7-inch collector. I don't know if you are with McFarlane. If these were 6-inch, I'd probably pick these up, to be honest. They go sort of, you know, I'd love a 6-inch scale DC line. I think McFarlane has missed a trick making them 7-inch, but you know, let me know what you think in the comments below. And Batman obviously patrols the streets of Gotham. He's probably never bumped into old DB from Super 7. So Super 7 do a lot of music figures. This is old DB in his packaging on New York Toy Fair. You know what the B stands for. And for something completely different, we've got Universal Soldiers figures here, and Ghost in the Shell 1/12 scale figures, 6-inch figures from Higher Toys. And this is the Luke Devereaux from Universal Soldiers, i.e. the Jean-Claude Van Damme figure. Looks absolutely nothing like him. They must not have the license, I guess, or the likeness, but the Ghost in the Shell figure does look particularly excellent. So yeah, I mean, something for everyone there from Higher Toys. These are new. These haven't been shown before, as far as I'm aware. I certainly haven't seen them. Yeah, Ghost in the Shell's obviously a fan classic anime, so yeah, good one there. And obviously we've got a better look at the Rambo toys there from Higher Toys. So if you want a Rambo figure, sort of either from the first, second or third film, Higher Toys has you covered. We have seen these before with a lot of things that that were shown in New York Toy Fair. We had seen them initially. This was something we hadn't seen though, as far as I'm aware. It's the modern Star Trek Chris Pine's Captain Kirk, which is from Higher Toys again in 6-inch scale. And sticking with the space theme, Super 7 showed their Mars Attacks figures here, one of their Martian soldiers again, with a regular soldier. So that would be good if you want to build out your Mars Attacks sort of collection. You can do. And again, sticking with space, we've got to look at McFarlane Toys Dune 2, or Wave 2 of Dune figures. So the second Dune film, the Wave 2. And these look pretty decent, actually. They look better than the first wave. You know, they're not bad. If you want some Dune figures on your shelf to sort of commemorate that second film, then McFarlane Toys has you covered. And yeah, plenty of sand in the background there. Don't tell Anakin Skywalker. But yeah, again, if you're enjoying this video, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe. And going on a completely different note, there was Clayface from Clay Fighters, I think it's called. Yeah, which is a 90s beat 'em up. I remember that in the arcades. I think it went on the Neo Geo. But talking of beat 'em ups, we've got from Clay Fighters over to Street Fighters. We've got Balanka and Fei Long showed off at Wonderfest. Balanka does look particularly good. You know, you could fit it in with your sort of Jada Toys Street Fighter, or maybe even Marvel Legends, because he's a bigger character. And talking to Marvel Legends, check out Dan Who Reviews for the latest Marvel Legends news, reviews and live streams with co-host Rich M. And of course you can check out Turtles and Tea with Dan and Tanner, and Joe's and Juice with Mini Plastic Multiverse Tom, myself and Dan, our host, talking all the latest G.I. Joe classified reveals. Of course, PulseCon, there was some reveals at PulseCon around the court which had just gone by, so we'll be talking all about that. And for all the latest action figure reviews in the UK and his live stream on New York Toy Fair, check out Jay's Toy Collection UK, and I'll put a link to his channel in the comments below so you can watch his live stream on all the reveals from New York Toy Fair. Yeah, and check out Miguel and Wolfpack Toy Review for toy hunts in this California stateside area. Yep, so he's had a few G.I. Joe classified reviews on his channel. You can check those out. But as I say, he does toy hunts in California. And for action figure reviews in Ireland, you can check out Brian's action figure reviews. Feel free to check out Dante and the Infinity Equation. And you can also check out Austin, the hero of collectors. Austin recently had a live stream where he talked all about PulseCon reveals. So yeah, you can check that out if you like. Check out Agent Z-Man from the Who crew. And for all things Mythic Legions, Cosmic Legions, and all sorts of toy photography tips and tricks, you can check out Trevor, the 1/6 shooter. Why not check out Big Will, Pixels and Plastic? And you can also check out Why So Serious Toys. And for film reviews and toy pickups, you can check out Cypher Sigma, and feel free to check out Toy Pics, Photo Dave and Toy Pics for all latest toy photography and photo tips. Yeah, so you can check out, and I'll put links to all these YouTube channels, by the way, in the comments below. And for all latest pop culture music, you can check out Elson Official Music YouTube channel, and you can check out the 3POA podcast for action figure chat and pop culture discussion. And again, as I say, links for all these YouTube channels will be in the comments below. And if you're enjoying this video, just, yeah, don't forget to smash the like button. Feel free to comment and subscribe on any of your thoughts, what you've seen at Toy Fair, what you may be picking up, or what you may be, yeah, just browsing. And we've got further looks at NECA's Flash Gordon figures. And obviously we've got a look at, with extra head sculpts, we look at Flash Gordon himself here. And it wouldn't be Flash Gordon line without Flash Gordon, of course, from the 1980s movie. And we've got to look at Brian Blessed as the leader of the winged soldiers. And of course he's got a sort of shouting head sculpt, looking really great, quite a few expressive head sculpts there. Brian Blessed, you'd expect nothing less from a Brian Blessed action figure. So there you go, you can deck him out on your shelf, sort of screaming, shouting, sort of going, Gordon's alive! Anything along those lines. And of course we've got Ming the Merciless. Now another character that'd be quite good would be the Timothy Dalton Prince character. He's a prince somewhere in the Flash Gordon universe. I didn't do any research, should have done to find out what his name was, but yeah. Hopefully we'll get him from NECA as well. There are quite a few characters we could actually get from this film if NECA do decide to delve deeper, depending on the success of the line. So that's good. Yeah, and staying with a sort of space theme, Mythic, we got to see Cosmic Legions. Of course, Mythic Legion's been done before by the Force Horsemen. Cosmic Legion's just sort of in their infancy with a couple of waves now, and we got to see them at New York Toy Fair. And these look amazing, you know. These always are so good. They could do with a good feature film or animated series to go with them, but to be honest, they're so popular, they don't really need it. Most of them sell out when they come out, but they are kind of the great sort of figures to put with your sort of Black Series or anything like that. Your kind of space-faring action figures in your collection. They go alongside them beautifully, and the colours really pop on these figures. So yeah, pick up Cosmic Legions wherever you find action figures available. And of course there's Plunderlings as well, which are kind of like pirate, sort of cute gremlin, sort of like critter kind of creatures. Yeah, these are fun. These are available on Props and Replicas in the UK and Big Bad Toy Store in the US. And talking of places to pick things up, you can of course check out Kapow Toys, and feel free to check out Comics and Cocktails. And as I mentioned, Props and Replicas, you can check out Props and Replicas, which do stock Plunderlings. And of course there's Gobsmack Comics. And feel free to check out Invincible Toys and their futuristic combat soldiers, and I'll put a link to that website, and in fact all these websites, in the comments below. And you can check out the whole shebang, and check out In Demand Toys, and of course you can check out Valiverse.com for the latest Action Force reveals with international shipping. So there you go, that's great places to pick up all your action figures. And NECA gave us a look at their Robocop Alex Murphy figure. Again, this is one we've seen before. He comes with all the sort of extra parts for him to be blown to pieces if you want, and go on the journey to being Robocop. But the poor guy, he was dead and they still made him go to work. So yeah, that's your Alex Murphy. And finally, the Foosh Toys showed off more of their articulated icons. I think this character is called the Consumer, I guess, which is ironic. But yeah, pre-orders for this are going up soon. They obviously got their Ninja Scroll figures on the horizon. Many thanks for watching. Your support makes these videos possible. That's my look at New York Toy Fair. And until next time, just make sure you enjoy those flicks and figs.